Hello friends, so welcome to my new episode. If you're looking to move to Florida and you want to know why you should move to Florida and what are the exact steps to move to Florida, so this video is actually for you. I'm making more casual video. I want to share my own personal stories in this, so stay tuned. It's going to be fun video. So what's up guys, this is Komal Acharya. I'm a local real estate agent in the Florida. So let's say if you have already decided to move to Florida, then don't forget to contact me. My contact information is below. So before we waste any more time, let's start talking about this particular video. So let me tell you I want to share my personal story. When I moved to Florida, what did I feel? So I'll tell you a little fun story. I moved to Florida, in a month or two, we went to Key West and we were just chilling on the beach, in the Key West area, one of the resort. I saw one weird creature coming on the ground towards my beach chair, and the beach chair is usually, of course, is low, so I was so scared. I literally jumped up and went behind, and surprisingly I see there are some kids like 5 to 6 years old. They started playing with this creature. I thought that's the mini alligator, but it's actually not. It was actually iguana. I was so surprised that wow, the Florida residents are very very brave. They are playing with the mini alligator. So that's what the first thing I remember, if someone talks about the Florida, to move to Florida, before looking at what you would get, then this kind of crazy stories you will get. I was fortunate that was not an alligator. It was just the iguana. And yes, iguana doesn't hurt. That's a good thing. And of course, those are very frequent. You would find in any of the lake, or you go to beach. Not technically beach, but the Bay Area, mostly you would see the iguanas a lot. I get a lot of iguanas in my backyard. We have a lakefront property. We get like 20 to 25 iguanas every single day. And my daughter sees every day now, so she's not scared anymore. So I'm not surprised why those kids were playing with those iguanas. I moved from the Michigan, so I was not used to seeing this kind of creatures, any kind of creatures. Actually, we don't see even cockroaches or lizards. But in the Florida houses, you will see so many different kinds of lizards. You will see different kinds of cockroaches, even flying cockroaches, flying ants. Have you seen that before? Yes, you can see in the Florida, because the Florida weather is so convenient with the reptiles, with the different kind of animal creatures. So you would see a lot, and the Florida weather constantly stays warm. In a cold time means October, November, December, it's not technically cold, but a little bit colder it goes than usually you see in the Florida. So it goes around, like, I would say 65. That's like a cold here. Yes, that's a cold here. So in that kind of, like, if it gets below 60, then you see less creatures on the ground, but otherwise you see iguanas, raccoons, alligators, you see lizards, cockroaches. There are so many even names I don't know, but there are so many different small animal creatures you will see. And many of the buyers, they take some time to get used to with that. So if you're moving to Florida, then make sure you love these people. All right, so now let's talk about why people choose to live in Florida. Actually, in a COVID time, we have a rush. Like, so many people are moving to Florida. You will find among 50 people, one person is moving to Florida. So just not in a COVID time, but overall, you see a lot many out-of-state residents who are living in the Florida, at least as a winter bird. So let's break down why people choose to live in Florida. Even some people complains about, oh, weather is too humid, or weather is too warm or hot. Not warm, but the hot, actually. Yes, many people complains about that, but still they like to stay in Florida. Majority of them love to stay in Florida. So let's break down those reasons. So number one reason I find is the cost of living is pretty low compared to some other states. I'm not saying it's cheap. Okay, there are so many other states in the United States are those has a little bit cheaper cost of living, but just compare about the value you get in the Florida. The Florida weather is constantly pleasant. Yes, definitely it's humid and hot, but at the same time, you have a privacy. I mean, you have your own freedom to use the air conditioner all the time in your house, in your car. So, you know, it doesn't bother you. You don't have to stay on the road all the time unless you're because of your work you have to, then it's a different story. But otherwise it doesn't bother in a daily life. If you are visiting Florida and you are on the beach and you are just roaming outdoor, then 100% you need to choose a perfect timing. Don't come in a summer. Florida is not made for the summer. So you do have a lot of other choices to visit in the summer. Of course, the Florida will be in the last. So most of the people choose as a tourist to come in the winter time. So other areas of the states are more colder with the snow and all. And the Florida is the only state, and there are some other states like Hawaii you may find where there is much warmer weather, and you can even go in water in the winter time. So if you are moving to Florida, then 100% you are not going to 24/7 roaming around on the beach, so that's not going to bother you. So many people live in Florida just because it has the affordable cost of living, and the lifestyle you get, that's priceless. So now let's see, like, if you want to live near to beach also, then you have a lot many choices. Why I say affordable word? Because you have a lot of varieties you can choose from. Of course, you may get the luxury houses which runs millions of dollars, but you know what? You don't have to spend millions of dollars to live near to the beach. So you may, you just spend like 350,000 or maybe maximum 400,000, and you get the beautiful condo just next to the beach on the Ocean Boulevard in the Fort Lauderdale, or you may get in the Deerfield Beach, Delray Beach. There's so many choices you have, depends on what kind of lifestyle you want to live in. Let's say if you want to live in some kind of tourist lifestyle, choose the Lauderdale by Sea. That's very beautiful. Of course, the cost of living is a little higher than the other cities, but at the same time, you know what? You have a beautiful tourist feeling all the time. People use the bikes, scooters, golf carts for the traveling. You won't see too many cars around because, people love to use the other things, and, the biking or motorbikes, luxury convertible cars. So many luxurious lifestyle you will experience in the Florida with affordable pricing. So in that way, that's why people choose to live in Florida, especially in the COVID time. What is happening is, now, everybody are going through one or other way, some kind of troubles, especially on a financing side. So many people are rethinking, like, if that state is for them or not. The second reason is many people has the now long-term virtual work. So in that case, let's say if you have a house in California and now anyways you have to work from home, why do you pay for higher cost of living there and just to experience some of the tourist places in the California versus you choose living in the Florida and has the huge house with the similar pricing. So in a 400,000 you may get there like 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms maximum, and in a Florida you may get even the pool house in some of the cities. So it's a lot of things you can do in the Florida. Another reason people choose is it's a fun family town. You have a lot many things to do here. Let's say if wherever you choose, either Central Florida, the South Florida, or the East or West, You have so many things to do here. If you love beach, yes, everywhere you will find beach. So you have a Disneyland, Universal, you name it, so many things you can do in the Florida. And at the same time, you can vacation every day. You don't have to take a weeks off to do the vacation because things are so much around. We live in the South Florida near to Miami. So even though, we don't like to go to staycation, like going to the Miami resort or something, but even though we take a one hour drive or 2 hour drive, east or west, we will find beautiful resorts on the beach. I did mention earlier like a luxury lifestyle many times that word, and I mean it. You would literally experience a luxury lifestyle if you love to stay that way. Florida, it's very common. Many people even keep the bike as a primary there. So, for the transportations. And of course, it rains a lot here, but at the same time, it's not that bad. So I used the word luxury lifestyle many times, and I mean it. You would experience a beautiful, great luxury lifestyle if you choose to live in Florida. You will see so many people keeping the bikes, convertible cars, or boats, or kayak, or jet ski, you name it, so many things. And they keep it as just for their fun. You don't have to take a vacation to experience those things. You can keep and experience every single day. I have seen, like, my neighbor has the boat, like he uses that every weekend, mostly every weekend, I would say. He loves boats and he loves bikes. He has like 3 bikes and the boat. So he uses those every day. I see him using the bikes, like, going to the work. His work is not too far, so he don't even take his truck out unless he literally have to drive down, a long drive to going to some other area. But in a local, he always uses his bike, or mostly every other weekend he uses his boat. Especially in the summertime, every weekend I'll see 6 o'clock he's making his boat ready. So that's like very usual. You will find, and it's not that expensive. Keeping the boats, keeping the jet ski, those are not at all expensive. And many people just keep the kayak. You do have the houses, mostly majority of the community will have the lake view, and many people uses having their own kayak, and that's kind of one of the way to do exercise and also have fun. So many different things you can do. You may be not able to do in some other states. I absolutely love it. I came from Michigan. I experienced the snow weather, and it's so crazy. Like when there is a 60s, which also happens once in a while in the winter times. So that's why I love Florida, because I don't have to worry about that. The summer is constant, and I can do so many things in everyday life. And that is the reason many people love to stay in Florida, and they choose Florida versus some other states. And one more thing, if you are a business person, then you need to consider Florida doesn't have income tax. State income tax. So that's a big win, because, in that way you save a lot of money. Yes, the sales tax is a little higher, but at the same time, you do save a lot of, taxes, especially for the business person. There is some drawbacks also. Let's say the property taxes are a little higher and the sales taxes are a little higher in the state. And as a business person, I would say there are many opportunities you will have in this Florida, because it's a tourist market, and at the same time, because of the weather also and how the state is structured, that way there are so many different opportunities you can have as a business for the business. So many people have seen like a pest control, the landscaping, pool businesses, tourist businesses, motel businesses, gas stations. Those works really, really awesome. And also the restaurants. So having any cultural restaurants, like, from your own culture, having in those in a downtown area. So you're not just targeting the residents, but you are also targeting the tourist people. Remember, like a city like Fort Lauderdale, they have 80 million tourists every single year. Extra, other than you can find the residents and also the winterbirds. So There's so many in and out happening in the Florida. And remember, the Florida is a port state. Like, it's a big business on a yacht. It's a big business on the transportation, like import exports. So many things. There's endless properties as a business you can have in the Florida. So now let's see, if you have decided to move to Florida, then what do you need to do? So number one thing, you need to decide to hire any professional person, because if you are moving from some other state, it's very essential to get a help locally, because Florida's every city is not 100% safe. I would say why I'm saying a safe is because you do have to consider the schools, you have to consider the crime rates, you have to consider the surroundings of those neighborhoods. So there are a lot many factors here. To make this process stressless, it's better to have some local person who has already have a grip on about the area. Then they can help you out, like us, so we can help you out deciding on the best neighborhood. So we are very expert in the relocation. We help tons of people every month who are relocating from the other state. Especially my 70% of the business is actually on the relocation side right now. And we also help a lot of investors also. In that way, we analyze areas every single day based on the housing market. So that's very essential. That's the number one point. Number two point, when you are moving from some other state, you do have to make arrangements of your local house where you're living. So you need to have a strategy of either you're renting or you're selling, or if you are selling, are you selling before you are buying here, or you want to do simultaneously. We help so many people. We do the simultaneous sell. So we buy at the same time we are coordinating with the sale on in your state. So that's like a less stressful. People think that it's impossible, but it's not impossible if planned correctly. So that's why you need a correct real estate professional to plan out that strategy. Number three is, let's say you have done all these two steps. The third step is, I will advise to get rid of all the extra things, because remember, the Florida houses doesn't have extra storage. So I have seen many people suffered. They have to put those store in the other extra storages, have to pay for that, at the same time paying the U-Haul, for moving those stuffs. And at the end of the day, if you're not able to put in your house those extra things, then it's no use. So I will advise, just see the houses here, what kind of spaces you are getting in the Florida houses, and compare with the things what you have. And just if the extra things, just get rid of it and start your life fresh. The things here are not that expensive, like the furniture and stuff. So again, you can decide based on what you have, and what kind of qualities you have there. But at this, like, I'm giving you some perspective in a way. There is not much storage, because many of the people get surprised. Oh, there is no basement here. There is nothing we can. Oh, this have only 2 or 3 closets. Oh, that's a very small pantry. So I get this kind of responses many times from my buyers who are moving from other states. So I'm just giving you advance notice, like, I would say get rid of all the extra things to make your life much easier. And one last thing I will say, choose the proper season to move. Yes, that's very important. Remember, I told you it's so hot here in the summertime. Many people, they move in the summer because the September is a school, just about to start. And they see that, oh, it's a terrible state, and they get the first feeling so wrong. There's so many things are happening in there, and I do understand, because it's a big change for them, especially on the weather side, area wise, neighborhood wise, new schools, new area, new people. So I would suggest choose the proper season. So summer is not perfect match, unless of course you do have to move because of your work, and that's the only time you can move. Yes, if you plan properly, again, it's not bad, but I'm just saying if you have a freedom to choose, then I would advise November, December. That's kind of perfect timing because the weather is not bad. Things are a little bit slow here, and it's kind of not crazy environment or not crazy shift you will experience. Otherwise, many people get afraid of because of looking this weather. And remember, July, August, September, not July, but I would say August, September, in that times, October, in that time is more like a hurricane season. So it's predictable, okay? You're not going to get surprised, oh, you just moved in, next day is a hurricane. No, you would have the advance notice, but at the same time, it's I'm just telling you, many people get scared if they moved in and just in 2 weeks they experience this hurricane or something, then they get scared. That's it. And for the preparation, they don't have enough time because they haven't settled enough. They haven't, even settled down their own things, and, they have to do this extra preparations. It's not scary, but yes, definitely you have to prepare yourself in the hurricane times. And as you get used to with the seasons, then it's not bad. It's like now, we are so used to. We saw so many hurricanes now. And you know what? Many of the hurricanes just passed through. So of course, you have to take in consideration the worst things, so you have to prepare yourself. But at the same time, it's not that bad. That's why I said the best time is November, December, January, and up to February. I would say it's not hot. At the same time, things are slow here. The weather is perfect. You can settle down, and slowly you get used to and accommodate with the weather and things around yourself. So, alright, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you need help with the moving and you need the team to help you, so we have all kind of service, from the concierge service to you moving to your finding the best house, best neighborhood for you. And we make this process completely stressless so that you come to the decision as soon as possible. Alright, so you know where to contact me, and don't forget to subscribe my channel and share this content to as many as people you can. That just helps me. And yes, comment me below if you want to see any of the area, if you want me to make any particular video for you for the particular city, pros and cons, anything you can think of, let me know. I'm happy to make those videos. Again, thank you very much. I will see you in my next video.